Good morning, everybody. So today in my assembly I wanted to talk to you about patience, because we're in a time now where we're having to use a lot of our patience, and patience means waiting for something and not getting cross about it. So when someone says we need to be patient about this, it means that we need to wait for our turn without getting cross about it and staying calm. So when someone says, oh, they are so patient, it means they're good at waiting and that they don't get cross. And you can learn how to be good at waiting. And I was thinking about the coronavirus and not being able to go and see your friends, not being able to go to restaurants and go out to cinemas and all of the things which we're not able to do right now. And sometimes it can make us feel a bit cross or a bit sad that we can't do those things, and we start to get a bit impatient and we want to do them. So I was thinking about how we are having to be patient and use our patience during this time, because sometimes we might feel a bit fed up, that we're a bit stuck in some ways, that we can't do some of the things that we used to do that were fun. And I was thinking about somebody very famous who was stuck in a prison cell for 27 years, and he really had to use patience, and he decided to be patient. He was somebody called, let me show you his name. He's called Nelson Mandela. His name was Nelson Mandela. And he lived in South Africa. And he was put into prison, but he was innocent. And he was in prison for 27 years. It's a really long time. And he was in a prison cell that was really small. He was in I think it was 2 actually, so I've got the measurements here for the 2 that I know about. He was in a prison cell that was really small. It was 7 feet by 8 feet wide, and he was in that one for 18 years, somewhere called Robben Island. And that's, if you measure it out on the floor, later you might measure it out on the floor to see it, how much space that is. It's not much. It's just a bit taller than someone who's 6 foot if they were laying down. It's like the height of somebody laying down, and maybe a bit taller for the other side for the 8 foot. It's not much room at all, is it? And he was stuck in there, and he hadn't done anything wrong, and he was in there for all those years. So very easily he could have got really angry, and I thought, gosh, we really need to learn from Nelson Mandela and learn how he kept so patient and he kept love inside him when he could have had hate and anger. He could have been really angry at the people that put him into the prison, and he could have hated a lot of people and been really bitter and sad, but he wasn't. Let's cross that out. He wasn't. He decided, no, I'm not going to be like that, because I don't want to be like that. And he kept love in his heart and decided to be peaceful and remember that who he was inside was someone who was a loving person, and that he would keep going believing in what he believed in a peaceful way. And I thought, wow, he had a really difficult time. He really was stuck and not being able to do things, not being able to see people, and stuck. Wasn't allowed outside. He couldn't get outside. He was in a little space. And I thought maybe you'd like to see the place where he was, because sometimes seeing other people's hard things remind us that our hard things aren't as bad as we thought. So here you go. Have a look. Let me turn you around the other way. Here we are. Have a look on my computer. That's his prison cell. It doesn't look very nice, does it? It's got concrete walls and a very uncomfortable bed. I'll show you another picture of it. There's Nelson Mandela. It's amazing, isn't it? Look, there he is smiling. I think that was when he was visiting the prison after he'd been released, actually. But there he is. Now, I found a lovely song using some of the words that Nelson Mandela had talked about and used, where he said that people shouldn't hate each other. We don't get born hating each other. We actually learn to dislike each other. And he said if we can learn to dislike each other and dislike things, we can be taught to love things, and that our hearts find it easier to love than they do to hate. What a great message that is, Nelson. So let's listen to the song, and you can hear the words in the song. So someone's made the song using Nelson Mandela's words. Have a listen.
No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. When we're newborn, we're all just living in the world just the way it is, being just who we are. No one is born full of hate. There's only love there when we start. We all breathe the same air, the same sun shines on us all, and we all need to be loved and to be lifted up when we fall. And we all have our hopes and fears. That's just a part of being here. But somehow some lose their way, and they just don't see it clear. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. When we're newborn, we're all just living in the world just the way it is, being just who we are. No one is born full of hate. There's only love there when we start. No one is born full of hate. There's only love there when we start.
So I think that message from Nelson Mandela and that man who made the song using the words is lovely. That's being full of love even when times are hard, and not to feel angry about things because it's just the way things are right now. So keep remembering you can choose to feel calm and peaceful and not blame other people for what's happening right now And I know that you'll think about those things really carefully because you're really good at doing that. So I'll see you around in school, and keep remembering you can choose to be angry about things, sad about things, or you can choose to feel peaceful, because even when things are hard, we can still do that. Okay, everybody, have a lovely day.